Hey there, action fan. Today I'm looking at RWBY Season 2, Episode 5, Extracurricular. The episode begins with an awesome suiting up montage featuring Pura, preparing for glory. And by glory, I mean stomping all over Team Cobra Kai.
Not exactly glorious.
After the sparring match is over, Glenda, the Good Witch of Homework, is about to select Blake for the next fight. But Mercury volunteers instead, and he wants a shot at pretty Princess Leonidas. But not too long after the starting bell rings, Mercury throws in the towel, making Pura the winner by default. But class and training aren't the only events at Beacon. A big dance is coming up.
Woo in who?
And the girls are organizing it. Sun tries to ask Blake to go with him, but she's being more than her typical cagey self. She's all but boarded the crazy train. She doesn't sleep, she doesn't eat, she devotes all of her time and energy into cracking Roman's scheme, and figuring out what he plans for the Kingdom of Vale. So she has no time for a dumb dance. Oh, and Weiss shoots down John when he asks her.
And in other stunning news, the sun rises in the morning.
And the episode ends with Cinder and her team having deduced Pura's semblance. And they add her to some sort of list. This episode was not too bad. The main focus of Extracurricular are a couple of arena fights that make it clear why Pura is a superstar. She kicks massive butt with her spear, sword, gun thing, and she can use her shield Captain America style. But she's not the only one to get a chance to shine. Mercury also gets in on the act. And however much of a dillhole he may be, I still like his fighting style. He's a kickboxer with guns on his feet. Even though this idea has never made sense, Mercury makes it look slightly more plausible. We also get a hint as to what his semblance might be. He most likely has something like the Sharingan or Byakugan. So whether he does it with his semblance or simple deduction, he figures out that Pura is using her control over magnetism to subtly move enemy attacks away from her. The other big story is Blake, who's gotten very paranoid and is now obsessing over Roman's every move. They make it clear that this is not making things any better. I sure hope she snaps out of it quick.
Or she'll end up in one of the great and powerful Oz's rubber rooms.
Too bad this episode is sort of lacking in the humor department, opting for character drama and action instead. But there is one moment with Johnny Boy, who's clearly barking up the wrong tree. Okay, now it's time to break down the good and the bad in RWBY Season 2, Episode 5, Extracurricular. On the good side, the action is pretty darn spiffy and a showcase for both Pura and Mercury. It's also got some interesting setup stuff happening, with the girls planning a dance, and Cinder planning on crashing the party. On the downside, this is a setup episode, pure and simple, so the events aren't earth-shaking or conclusive in and of themselves. So I give RWBY Season 2 Episode 5 Extracurricular a 3.5 out of 5. If you're interested in more reviews of anime, movies, TV shows, comic books, or video games, check out my channel on YouTube at StupidPrivate913, or check out my Facebook and DeviantArt pages for video updates and more. Thanks for watching.
Hey kids, today's show is brought to you by the letter 4 and the number potato! I'm a stupid private.